So without wasting too much, guys, next point, invest. So the next Hi guys, it's me again. Welcome back to my channel. I know some people probably expected like another vlog, but school has been kicking my ass. Like, I haven't even chosen a topic for my dissertation, my final dissertation yet. I don't even know what I want to write or research on. I've had lots of presentations back to back, so it's just been like crazy and nothing fun has been happening in my life. I guess I haven't been going out or doing anything. Please ignore my Instagram. Anything I'm posting is not in the moment, so it could have happened weeks ago, days ago, but right now, as of this moment, I'm not doing anything fun. I'm not going anywhere. No dates, no outing, no cruise, nothing. Just schoolwork and Netflix. That's basically it. So today's video isn't just for content creators. I said especially for content creators because that's like the angle I can most relate with, and that's where I could like draw my examples from. But generally, just with life, everyone deals with anxiety, everyone has self-doubt. So this video isn't just for content creators. Someone asked me on Instagram to talk about anxiety and how I manage anxiety, and especially with exams and schoolwork, and I'm kind of in that phase right now. I'm currently doing my master's, so I can tell you that anxiety is my friend. Like, I sleep, eat, breathe, I live with anxiety. Anxiety is just like next to me every day. It's just, it doesn't look like that, but I swear I have anxiety. My anxiety is bad. Ugh. Sitting here right now, I'm already thinking about like the presentation I have next week Monday and what I'm going to say. I already worked on the essay, but I don't know, I'm just not in the mind frame to stand in front of a class and talk. I don't know, I don't want to do it. I mean, it's compulsory, so I would do it, and I won't even look like I'm struggling while I do it. But trust me, I'm not looking forward to it. It's just the way anxiety works. Let's get into the video anyway. So unlike PTSD, bipolar disorder, and other mental illnesses that people just like to throw around even if they've not been diagnosed, anxiety is very common. Every single person deals with anxiety and self-doubt. It doesn't matter who you are, the president of the United States, every single person, unless you're a robot. For some people, it gets better with life experiences and achievements and goals. Certain things that used to look really big to you just don't anymore. So that helps like reduce your anxiety. You can manage anxiety better that way, because you're like, if this used to be scary to me and I was able to do it, I'm pretty sure the next thing in front of me is going to be just like this. And that's a good way to like take on life. That's a good angle to look at most things from, because there was a time when this thing used to look so big for you to do. Like, before you do it, it's in front of you and it looks so big, but once you start to do it, you start to see that, oh, it's possible, and before you know, it's done, and then it looks so small and irrelevant, and then you're chasing the next big thing. You get. And then for some other people, it takes more than just achievements, because if you're someone like me, once you've achieved one thing, you want to go for the next one, and you tend to forget when the achievements used to be so big and impossible. Like, you tend to forget how where you are now is where you used to dream of being, or you used to wish, you used to like romanticize and fantasize about being here, and now that it's possible, you're here, it just doesn't look as interesting again to you. You just want the next thing. I don't want to say I'm that kind of person, because I'm working on myself every day. I'm learning to be grateful for like where I'm at now, and just constantly reminding myself that this used to be a big deal to me, and it was a dream at some point, and now it's a reality, and I should just learn to like, you know, take a life step by step and not try to scare myself. They say dream big, but there are sometimes you can just get lost in your dreaming and you just don't see the reality in front of you. You don't even see when those dreams are becoming, like when you're realizing those dreams and they're happening for you, because you're just everyday dreaming. There's people on life support, there's people in countries where there are natural disasters, there are people dealing with terrorism, different types of crisis. You can even die tomorrow, so relax, okay? Calm down. Your dreams would be realized. Just calm down. So the first thing I always remind myself about is that anxiety is normal, self-doubt is normal. Everybody you look up to struggle with anxiety and self-doubt. The only difference between you and them is that they've gotten better at, hiding it, managing it, living with it. And surprisingly, the only way to achieve this confidence is by going all in. Just go all in. Do whatever it is that you've been dreaming of doing. Start it. Regardless of what anyone is telling you that you can't do it, or maybe, for example, too many people are doing it. It's cringe. Why do you want to go ahead and do this thing? It's giving I must belong, whatever. As long as you know in your heart that you are good at this thing, you can be better at it. You can even be better than the next person at it. Why don't you give it a try? Just do it. Go and do it. You might suck in the beginning, but you grow, you learn. There's no way you can do something for 5 years continuously, back to back, consistently, and not get better at it. I mean, seriously. And while someone else is telling you all these things, it may not even be someone else. You could just be the one being so hard on yourself and telling yourself, oh, you shouldn't start this thing, because what if you're not funny enough? What if you're not creative enough? What if you're not this enough? What if you're not that enough? While you're wasting time asking all these questions and doubting yourself, someone else has started and that person is going, and in the next 5-10 years, the difference between you and that person will be that that person started and that person has grown and you are stuck. Do you get? That person would have learned along the way, improved, grown, like gone further than you can even imagine, and you're just there somewhere, still dreaming, still thinking, still doubting. What's your problem? Stand up and get to work, please. Don't do that. Let's take content creation, for example. You want to be a YouTuber, a photographer, skit maker, you want to create fashion content, anything it is you want to do. But you're so scared that on your first try, it's going to be lame, or people are going to laugh or criticize it. Guess what? They might. In most cases, they will. But the difference is the people who have been laughed at in the past got some sort of exposure, surprisingly even brand deals. For some reason, the exposure helped and pushed them to levels that they never even imagined they would get to. And you're just sitting down there at home, scrolling through Instagram, watching James Brown, watching Bobrisky, laughing. What's funny? You have better ideas. You have creative ideas. You have things that could put you out there, and you are scared that people are going to laugh at you. It's normal. Let them laugh. Let them laugh. I laugh at people too. You laugh at people too. So let them laugh. It's normal. But you learn, you grow. There's room for improvement. As long as you're consistent and growing, there's no way people will not appreciate what you're doing eventually. They will. Just relax. Moving on to the next point. Surprisingly, people might not agree with this a lot, but it's something to think about, The unplanned posts are always the best when it comes to creating content. There's something about unplanned content. It's just the best. It's you in your unique self. It's not a recreation of someone else's idea. Do you get? Recreated content is not bad as well, but you would always compare and be too hard on yourself when you recreate someone else's idea, because you're always trying to see if you did it better than the person, or you just won't be as satisfied and impressed with yourself as you'd be if the idea was yours in the first place. So when I say unplanned content, I'm not talking about off-guard pictures. Those are included, but something you did not see from someone else online and copy, something that was your idea, something that was your experience, something that was your creation. Do you get? And those are usually the type of content that most people are scared to post because they don't know how it will be received. But trust me, go ahead and post it. Just post it. Post your content. So another very important thing to note down is room for improvement. Always allow room for improvement. Look around for ways to improve. Educate yourself. You have access to the internet. Use it. Learn something. Get familiar with the tools that are necessary for you to create content in this particular field or whatever it is that you want to do. Practice healthy habits. If it's prayer, if it's going to the gym, if it's yoga, meditation, if it's hanging out with friends, if it's reading a book, if it's self-care, skincare, whatever it is that will make you feel like yourself, that won't just make you feel like a failure and don't want to get out of bed. I know it's hard. it's so hard, because even me sitting here, I don't do half the things I just mentioned. But even if it's one or two you can do, as long as it's going to give you that ginger, because sometimes all you need in life is the ginger, just something that would help you feel good about yourself, because you can't create content if you are not in your truest, most authentic, most confident, self. So work on that. That's really something that people need to work on. Just work on that. So another thing I would like creatives out there to always remember is, just because you didn't think of an idea first doesn't mean you're not as creative or you're not good enough. Trust me, that idea was probably not new either. Whoever posted it wasn't the first to have that idea pop into their head. They were just the first to get to work with it. Most times people limit themselves when they say things like, I don't want to do this thing because it's already a cliche, everyone out there is doing it, it's such a platitude. But it's only a cliche when you're doing it because everyone else is doing it. There's a difference. If you enjoy doing something, if you really enjoy doing something, and you know that you can be better at it, you are good at it, then go for it. It doesn't matter if 200,000 people are doing it. Go for it and do it, and you see just how uniquely you can do it. You see that there are so many ways this thing can be done, so many ways people haven't even thought about doing it. Anyways, next point, please invest in your creator tools according to your pockets though. Just make sure that you understand how you can maximize the little that you have. Do you get? And you could even be doing it better than someone that has all the equipment necessary. If you have an iPhone, you need to know the difference between filming in HD and filming in 4K with your camera. You need to know the different apps you can use. You need to get familiar with transitions and subtitles and just how to work these apps. The beauty of doing more with less is the learning. Trust me, like, you just keep finding new features and new things that you didn't even know you could do with just an iPhone. Like, trust me, if you can't afford a camera, an iPhone is your best blessing. I know they cost around like the same, but if you can't afford a camera and you have an iPhone, please don't stress yourself. They're almost the same thing. Until you can afford a camera, just maximize the features on your iPhone. That's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm not going to get a camera until I can afford it. And by afford, I mean get up to 3 different cameras that I'll be giving you guys back to back, different angles, that when I shoot a vlog, you think I collaborated with James Cameron. What I say? Someone was asking me how I make and edit my videos using just my iPhone. I would find time within my very miserable schedule and make a video for you guys. Next point, always take videos of everything. Don't say you are living in the moment. I know some people that used to like to form mature. I don't like to post, I don't do this. As long as you're not putting yourself at risk by posting in the moment or tagging your location or none of that stuff, please record everything. You're a content creator, record everything. You might not even know what you want to do with the video you just took or the picture you just took. You might not even know how you want to edit it, how you want to put it together yet. You don't even know what you want to do with it, but just record. Even if you have no idea what you want to say in the moment, just record. You could do a voiceover later, you could put it together later and to come out really nice, but just record. Always clean your camera too. Don't just open camera and press record. Clean the front, clean the back so it's not blurry and crazy. Before you take pictures too, learn how to take like from perfect angles. Learn the angles, learn your best angles as well. Like if you're a fashion creator, I'm talking for fashion creators, always know where to take the pictures from and how to, like, there's so many things to learn with photography, so many things. Lighting is important. Next point, always keep record of your milestones for anything it is that you're doing. You don't, not just content creators, if you're an entrepreneur, if you are a business person, anything it is you do, wholesaler, whatever it is that you do, keep records of your milestone. It will help you when you're feeling underachieved and a little unmotivated. You can just go back and see like the distance and how far you've come, when you started, when you did this, when you did that, when you achieved this, when you achieved that. Just always keep records of your milestones. It would really help your anxiety. So without trying to make this video too long, I think these are all the notes that I've put down for myself. But speaking generally, not just with creating content, for those people struggling with exams, final year projects, whatever it is that is giving you so much sleepless nights, trust me, once you're able to tell yourself that this is only a phase and this too shall pass, you will get through it. Eventually you'll get through it and you'll be onto the what next phase. That's just how life is. Life is in stages, so you'll be fine as long as you put in the work and you pray. Life has a funny way of always working out for people who put in the work and you pray. Once you pray, you put put in the work. What else? It will work out. It doesn't matter how many people are praying on the mountain for your downfall, it will work out for you. That's all I have to say for you guys today. And without wasting too much time, I want to close this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope I was able to encourage somebody out there. I really hope one or two of the things I said here applies to you, and see you guys in my next video. Bye.